We are glad we are back from our medical mission in the Philippines. I would like to ask my wife to do the reporting. I'm glad that the message speaks to us. Long before, I've learned about Promise Keeper. Today, I've learned Covenant Keeper. I think that cement them all. We would like also to express our thanksgiving for those who had supported us financially. And our next medical mission will be in October. That will be hard work because we're going to work for almost 5 days. And at the same time, it will be a ministry for us because we will be involved, not just my family, but the family of my father-in-law. There are eight of them in the family who are going to celebrate their bond as a family. And most of them are going to come from Hawaii and from California and will join us in October. And that also is a prayer concern because a lot of them are not believers in the Lord. And so it's an opportunity to share our faith in Jesus Christ. And we are also had been privileged to visit Bangkok. And one thing I've learned is how people greet each other. And I'd like to demonstrate it to you and to tell what kind of greetings I'd like to leave with you today. When you are going to greet somebody who is above you in status, whether it's in politics or relationship, you do your hand up in your nose. But if you greet somebody you are equal with, you put it on your mouth. But if it's somebody who is lower than you, you have to put it lower. And so what kind of greetings I'd like to leave with you? I think you deserve high five, but in Bangkok, it's like this. Thank you. Elisa?
Yes, hi, good afternoon. Thank you. I'm Elisa, the honorable helper of Rolly Malencon, especially in his passion in mission. Okay, I am here to report to you what God, thank you, Aaron. I will be in sync with you. I know my PowerPoint is not in proper order. Okay, I'm here to report to you what God has been doing locally with ICF in partnership with Ugnayan Christian Fellowship of New York and Compassion in Action of the Philippines and with the 4 churches in the province of Leyte. This is the application of our ICF vision of to know Christ and to make Him known, and eventually the loving obedience of the ICF family to the Great Commission of going to make disciples in all the nations. The medical, dental, optical mission was done in Leyte, Eastern Visayas. Philippines is made of 3 regions, Luzon, Visaya, and Mindanao. So Leyte is in the Eastern Visaya. Leyte was known as the historical place of where General MacArthur landed in the Philippines to liberate it from Japanese occupation. Also, Leyte was the birthplace, show the White House, the birthplace of the First Lady, Imelda Romualdo, not there, Imelda Romualdo Marcos. And Leyte was the place that was hit by the tsunami Yolanda in 2013, 4 years ago. We have the ship That's the place where Melda Marcos is. Okay, so the ship was the remnant of the coming from the ocean, going to the street level, but it just cut into half for the memory. And then the convention center. I think we go backward. Okay, this is the convention center where the most of the residents has to be evacuated, but most of them also died there because I think what happened is that the roof of the convention center was blown out, and because of the wind, which is 300 kilometer per hour, and with the heavy rain, it was the water inside the building, and they're like inside that building in a washing machine. So they're like, I think 2/3 died on that. So these are that Yolanda victims for that, and they have the burial there, mass burial for those people who were not identified. Okay, so this medical mission trip was the first after the disaster. And this trip was also the first time that the executive director of Compassion and Action, the late Dr. Joel Ruiz, was not with us physically due to his death and promotion to heaven on December 26, 2016. Okay, so let's go to statistics. Just go up to the top of the all the way that, okay. February 6 is the Dental Medical Optical Mission in Malitbogay Christian Baptist Church. Our pastor is Eleazar Salinas. In the barangay of Malitbogay, Javier, Southern Lady. We have seen 196 patients. Pastor Eleazar Salinas is our missionary, one of our missionaries. And I will show you later the planted church that we have in the 4th day. So this is the first day we went on the first medical mission, and it was challenged because this is Monday. We have to start at 8:30, so we have to travel from Manila to Leyte. 2 hours before that, we have to be awakened at 2 a.m. and be in the airport at 3 a.m. to travel to this place. We'll see the pictures now. Not this one. That's just okay. So while they're looking for the pictures of those that we did in that place, the group were a little bit sleep deprived because since they wake up at 2 a.m. they be starting with 8 o'clock. But here first is the registration. Okay, so people already waiting. Then the second process will be the vital signs. Okay, just go with that. Okay, now the third one will be the counseling. Counseling will be the gospel presentation. Okay, so there we go. And this is the church. This is the step 1, registration again. And then then after the counseling, they go to the different services. This is the doctors, and then the dental. And this is the optical. This time, there's no patient yet for the optical. And then they go to the getting of the medication, which is the pharmacy. These are part of the dental. Our Lisa and I think this is Nora. Okay, and so the one in the white, the one on the white shirt is our Pastor Eli. He's the known by Pastor Sam, the same school, College of Bible in Palawan. And for 30 years, he's been working in this place, a place where his wife was. And now he's the regional director of the Southern Baptist Convention. And for the last 30 years, they see 20 churches planted. But because of the tsunami, after 4 years, that doubled to 40. So their aim until 2020 is to make 80 more churches. Okay, next. Okay, so this now we're going to a different place. This is our sponsor in that place. We're working with the Assembly of God Church, the Tans. Okay, we start with a devotion. And then this is the Jesus King of Glory Christian Fellowship in Barangay Otama, Hinunangan, Southern Leyte. And the pastor is Pastor Romy Castro. This is more established. So we start with registration again. Go ahead with the slides. And counseling. This time, this is one-to-one counseling. I'm so glad that they have a lot of counselors. And it's with this, every day before they start with the dentist, they have to pray. And the reason behind this is that they've had difficulty in dental work. Most are bleedings, and because they don't have a surgical way of stopping the bleeding, they have to really do it different way, herbal, like tea bags, like that. But they do a good job. Now we have the doctors seeing again the same process. Registration, vital signs, counseling, go to the different services, and go to the pharmacy. So, okay. In this place, we've seen 190 patients. And the pastor there is Pastor Romeo Castro. So these are more pictures. Okay. So the third day is February 8th. Okay, so that's the Pastor Romeo in the... Okay, this is one of our way of transporting us from one place to another, which is the jeepney. So going to the third day, which is in Imelda Church Assembly of God. Okay. This one, this is our pastor and the wife, Pastor Ernesto Dasig. And in this place, we saw 204 patients. We start from 8 o'clock until 5. Okay, this is the dental. And then, listen to those people who gave gifts of toys. One of this girl has the bear, stuffed bear, and some toothbrush and toothpaste. Again, counseling. They go for counseling, and then they go for the same services. Yeah, this is counseling again, medical. Pastor Bye. This is Pastor Joas Ruiz, the son of Dr. Ruiz. Go, and Dr. Tamayo, our pediatrician, Dr. Joanne. Again, this is Nora and Rolly, and this is Maricel is our optician. And the best way of us refreshing there is, you see the pressed coconut water. Okay, so we are blessed with that. Okay, so there we go. We go to the fourth day, which is Ojong Christian Fellowship. This again that's the third day. Go ahead. This is the closing ceremony there in the third day. There we saw 204 patients. Again, this is the house of Pastor Ellie in front of it. So from where we stay, it's 2 kilometers. So it's longer to walk. So we have to be transported this time with the motorcycle. This is the second daughter of Pastor Ellie. Okay, go ahead. And some way of doing transport is the carabao with us okay, go ahead. Just for picture taking. The carabaos cannot take all of us here. Okay, and this again, before the start of our mission, we go for our devotion led by Pastor Ellie. This is the inside of the house. They live so very humbly, but with a big heart to serve God. Okay, this is the church. that we are helping build from the ground to the top. Okay? It's bigger than the mother church. And we've seen 2 barangays here, so we've seen 337 patients. Too much, but we have to, because they have to walk and travel, so we have to finish until 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So this is outside. Go ahead. Counseling again. And this is how they do it with the windows. No more window to open, just slatted the bars of wood. Okay, counseling. This is more group counseling. Gospel presentation. And this is the optician, Marisol.